up, world? It's your boy, FXL. This is the Ridin Durty show. The show where we bridge the gap between hip-hop and everyday life, man. I gotta say welcome, 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 man. Hopefully, everyone is definitely still quarantining, practicing social distancing, and staying home and being safe when you have to. All right, only go outside for the essential things. All right. And one thing I'm loving, everyone is definitely taking advantage of the opportunities when it comes to social media, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. I'm seeing a lot of artists reach out and stay in tune with their fan base, and I'm really loving to see it. I'm also seeing a lot of people tap into their entrepreneurial spirit, which is awesome. All right, so today is Thursday, April the 16th. Real quick, let me go over some of my celebrity birthdays. I gotta say happy birthday to Chance the Rapper. Chance the Rapper turns 27 years old today. Gotta say happy birthday to actor, comedian Martin Lawrence. He turns 55 years old today. Also gotta say happy birthday to singer Mr. Akon. Akon turns 47 years old today. Gotta say happy birthday to Hall of Famer Mr. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He turns 73 years old today. Gotta say happy birthday and rest in peace to Miss Selena. Today is Selena's birthday. If she was still alive, she would be 48 years old today. All right, as I continue to stroll down and see what else we got. Gotta say happy birthday to R&B singer repping Atlanta, Bandit Gang Marco. He turns 27 years old today. Chicago rapper Mr. 600 Breezy turns 29 years old today. Let's see, I'm still going and I think that just might be it for my celebrity birthday list. But definitely, you know, I always like to tell you guys, when it's someone's birthday, make sure you check them out and follow them on social media and wish them a happy birthday and tell them you heard it was their birthday on the Ridin Durty show. All right, gotta say one time for our sponsors, one time for the good people over at WeBlazingHipHop.com. Also gotta say one time for the good people over at WRFG 89.3 FM Atlanta, as well as the good people at the I'm So Shirt Company. The I'm So Shirt Company designs shirts with you in mind for you to rep who you are and what you represent. Be sure to visit them at the I'mSoShirt.com. All right, make sure you tell them that you heard about them on the Ridin Durty show. Okay, do that for your boy. All right, what up, Lauren? All right, now little celebrity news real quick. It seems like R. Kelly has filed an emergency motion. He's begging for his freedom. He fears the coronavirus, so R. Kelly is doing everything he can to get out of jail because he does not want to catch the coronavirus. Well, R. Kelly, you would be free had you thought about that before you start messing with all these underage girls, okay? So, I'm hoping that the judge has no mercy and keep Mr. R. Kelly locked up. But he's filed an emergency motion begging for his freedom, all right? Okay, now, it seems like, you know, I've been telling y'all about all this music. It seems like that my man, the Baby, he's dropping a brand new album tomorrow, all right? He's dropping a surprise album tomorrow called Blame It on the Baby, all right? Blame It on the Baby. That is coming out tomorrow. Brand new surprise, the Baby album, all right? All right, also it seems like rapper Rich the Kid, his old manager, is suing him for millions of dollars for breach of contract and basically saying the rapper ignored him as his career blew up. So we're going to see how that thing turns out. But, you know, I always tell you guys, man, listen, you cannot just get rid of the manager that got you in the game if there was paperwork. Try to do right. That way you will not get a lawsuit. Because chances are if this manager has papers or contracts, then he will be winning. But we'll definitely keep you guys posted, all right? I just gave y'all a little hip-hop news. I just let you know about celebrity birthdays. And now it's time for me to do what I enjoy doing most. I also let you know about our sponsors. But now it's time for me to let y'all know about what I like doing more than anything. And that's introducing you to the people on the street, the people that are definitely doing their thing. And today is no different than any other day on the Ridin Durty platform. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the platform. Speaker, author, Miss Willette Hurst. How are you doing today, ma'am?
I am fantabulous, and I'm so honored to be here.
Man, I'm so glad you can come on the show. The first thing I definitely want to say is let the world know, first and foremost, where are you from And what, because you're like a Renaissance woman. You're a speaker, you're an author, you have your own company. Let the world know, when did you decide to just take the bull by the horns and develop your own entity?
Well, first of all, I was born in Santa Monica. I grew up in West Hollywood, California, so you could just say I'm straight out of Cali. I'm residing in North Carolina right now, and the reason why I want to take the bull by the horn because I was tired of the world leaving me somewhere else.
All right, now, when you say the world leaving you somewhere else, no, that is a great point. Let the people know what you mean, because a lot of people, I'm sure, need to hear what you're about to say, because I'm sure there are people who know they have an inner talent, but they're afraid to tap into it. So let the world know what you mean by leaving you where you are.
Well, not leaving me, leading me somewhere that I ain't supposed to be.
Okay.
I was so tired of going after the berries of life and decided to actually go by the stake. For so long, I didn't know who I was. I was a broken person. For so long, I was taking what everybody threw at me instead of, I'm also in ministry. So I had to go on what God gave me. So I decided, like the name of my book is, Don't Kill Your Vision for Another Man's Baby. So I decided to stop aborting my baby and give birth to my child.
Okay, all right. Now I definitely understand that. Do you feel like, because a lot of people, especially with that entrepreneurial spirit, sometimes it's like we'll work very hard for people, or building their companies or helping building their brand, and sometimes they give us scraps, if anything. Have you ever had those type of experiences?
Bruh, when I ain't had them type of experience, what it comes down to is, like, a lot of people think that working at a job that you're secure. When you're working for a job, they're telling you how much your life is worth. And they give you $15 an hour, $20 an hour. That's what they say your life is worth. You can always make more money, but you can never make more life back. So a lot of times we say we don't want to do the entrepreneur thing. But the thing of it is, when you work for yourself, you put all that sweat into what you're supposed to give birth out to the world. You're supposed to give birth out to somebody else. I heard somebody say it this way: you're the aspirin to somebody's headache. You are a solution to somebody's problem. And especially now, since everybody don't have anything about losing your job. You can stay at a job for 20 years and they're going to give you a watch that's probably worth about $50, which you probably could have got from the 99 cents store.
No doubt. You're definitely right. Like, because there are so many companies that were helped to blossom by people who didn't get the credit that they deserve.
Facts.
So look,
facts. And that's what the is.
Let's start. I want to go backwards. I want to go backwards to forwards. Let's talk a little bit about your ministry, because that was the last thing you mentioned. Tell us about your ministry, when it was formed, and what's the basic principles and foundations of it.
My principle is actually, I don't have my own ministry. I'm actually an evangelist. So what I do is I empower people to look at God and see who you are. The reason why I found who I was is because in 2012, the doctor said I was totally disabled. So I lost everything. I was evicted, bankruptcy, you name it, I lost it. And that's when I found myself. And that's where ministry became birthed. I was going to church after church, and I was bleeding from the inside out, and nobody could see who I was. So anytime I have a chance to speak, or anytime I get to empower somebody, I want to give them that, because you are, every person is needed, and there's greatness in each and every individual.
Definitely. How long have you been an evangelist, and how long have you been practicing?
I've been practicing probably since I was 18. I'm 53 now. A long time. I'd say I've really been in full swing probably the last 3 or 4 years. Where it all started was I left California as a homeless woman, where God sent me to Savannah, Georgia, not knowing where I was going to live, and ended up sending me somewhere to live in somebody's house and sharing a room with a 7-year-old because he said I was immature and he had to raise me up from the inside out. So it went from losing everything to finding everything.
Hold on. Sharing rooms with a 7-year-old?
At 50, yes, because I was immature.
Oh, my God. How did that situation work out?
So it worked out fantastic. Now it made me be the Tonka truck that I am today. I had to share a room because I was so broken because my parents couldn't give me what they didn't have in them. So God had to take me back to the beginning. I had raised all my family, my kids, my sister's kids, but I was a wounded woman.
All right, now, because I'm sure there are lots and lots of women across the world who share your sentiments or even don't even realize how broken or wounded they are. What would be your words of advice to those women?
To embrace who you are. Embrace all of yourself. Who you see in that mirror, that woman, embrace all of your brokenness, your pain, your shame. Embrace all of it. When I left California, I didn't know who I was. I was a fully loaded weapon that didn't know how to shoot properly. I didn't know, if you asked me, what did my ex-husband need? What did my kids need? What did each person need? I could tell you. But if you said, what did Willette need? I never read my owner's manual. So when people say, oh, I don't want to get in this relationship because because that person has baggage. When God sent me from California to Savannah, I didn't even have just baggage. I had a whole luggage store of low self-esteem, molestation, being in a domestic violence marriage for almost 20 years. When you name it, abandonment issue, you name it, each suitcase had its own name, and I had to do the work and unpack that suitcase, one suitcase at a time. So my question, or your answer to your question is, do the work. See who you are and fall in love with yourself is the first beginning of that.
Okay. All right. Let's talk a little bit about your company, Driven to Empower. Driven to Empower You. Let us know about the company, when you found the company, and what does your company do, or what service does it provide for people?
Right now, it's still a new baby because there was another company before. It's still a new baby when I say, because each thing that we have, just like this radio is your baby, Driven to Empower Me is my baby. And what I do is empower people to be the best that God has called them to be, whether it's personal consulting, one-on-one mentoring. I'm a speaker. I'm now an international speaker. So it's, like you said, multiple hats. And the reason why Driven came empowered, because I don't want to motivate you. I don't want to, I want to empower you to be the best person that you need to be in this time.
Okay, all right. Would that be something geared for men and women, or just women, or what would that company, what would the primary focus be as far as clientele?
It would be for men. It would be for men, women, children, whoever needed. I mean, I'm down for it. Whoever needs. My purpose and what I get excited over, just like you said, you love doing this part. What I love to do is set me on fire. That gives me energy. That I love to see people walk in who their true, authentic self is. Not who the world tells them they are, but who they are. The good, the bad, the ugly. And they embrace everything about them. And they walk in it without being apologizing. That's what I love to do.
Okay, definitely. All right, now, as an international speaker, and man, that's something I've always wanted to get into. Let me know if someone books Miss Willette Hurst for a speaking engagement. What is your platform?
What do you mean? What do you mean? Can you explain that even more?
I mean, as in, like, what would be your keynote? What would be the things that you feel like you're most powerful in when it comes to speaking and enhancing people's lives?
How to walk in your true, authentic self.
Okay.
How to walk in, who are you? Not what the world tells you you are. Who are you when you're by yourself? Who are you when you get naked? I'm not saying in the physical, but when your nakedness, who are you? Who are you becoming? Who are you afraid to be? That's what it would be.
Okay, no doubt, no doubt. Now, let's talk about this book. You just said the name of the book, but say the name of the book again. And what made you decide or know you had the know-how to even be an author?
God has given me said I was going to be an author, like at least 5 books, because all the stuff that He brings you through is not for me. All the stuff that with the stuff that it didn't happen to me, it happened for me, so I can empower other people. So I kept asking God. He wanted me to write a book. Excuse me. I kept asking God, I don't want to be an author like everybody else. I don't want to do stuff just like everybody else. I want to do a book that when you open that book speaks to your brokenness. That book speaks to who you are called to be. The book is called Don't Kill Your Vision for Another Man's Baby. Again, don't kill your vision for another man's baby.
All right, now, that title is so catchy, it hooks you in. Tell people, why did you come up with that title, and what's the true definition of it?
The true definition is that each person is, God has impregnated you with a dream, vision, or idea, and you have to give birth to it. A lot of times we don't give birth to whatever we're supposed to, is because we're either scared because of our past, we're scared, people have spoken broken words into us, and so when we're trying to do something, we can get elevated, but then the words will bring us back because we'll be like, oh no, I can't do this because my mama said I couldn't do this, I'm clumsy. Oh, I can't do this because my teacher said I'll never be an international speaker because I was the worst speaker in the class because I hate talking in front of class. So what it is like reprogramming your mind. The reason why it came to birth was I was always, because I didn't know who I was. I didn't know what I carried. So if you say, Willette, oh, come over here and help me do this, and they doing their stuff. Oh, yeah, I would come help you. I'll be the most powerful thing there. I'm the best cheerleader. You say, Willette, go over here to the right. So I was babysitting your baby. I was helping you birth your vision. But then God was like, no more. It's time to give birth to yours. And what you had, my book, that book, driven, the book is, that's my baby unto the world. It has to look like me. Just like everybody else's baby has to look like them.
Okay, definitely. What made you decide to be a self-published author? Like, how hard was that to obtain the information and the knowledge to get a book on the shelves?
You know, it wasn't hard at all. What we do is we overthink stuff. I had a book that I've been working on for like a year, and we didn't even bring life to it because God said it's time to switch up. It's time to tweak it. So we did something different. So when you sit down and really don't overthink it, just go with the flow. If you look at it and just go with the flow, you'll be had a book out. But make sure that the information that you're putting in the book, that you give it your best. Don't just do it just to be doing it. But why? What's your why? Why do you want to become an author? Why do you need to publish that book? What is your why? Once you figure out what's your why, then you'll give birth to what you need to give birth to.
Okay, all right. How much time, how long did it take you to complete your book?
Well, actually, when I started doing it, I worked with somebody else. We did it with a ghostwriter, and once I started really doing it, you can do a book in 30 days.
Okay. All right, now what was the publishing?
You can do a book in 30 days, well, is it going to be a good book? Is it going to be a book that's going to minister to people? Is it going to be a book that people can eat off right now? Will it feed them? Or will it just sit on the shelf?
Right. When it comes to the distribution of your book, what methods and what platforms are you using?
So I just took, only because we're in the coronavirus, It's been on Amazon, but we're stepping up right now to really go full throttle to go because it just only. I was gonna say she only been birthed since like a couple of weeks. So it's not she. Most of the time, it's just been ministering to people. Like I just passed it out, and I just been blessing people because I want to be a blessing. I didn't go through all the stuff that I went through. I want to make sure that pain pays me, and it helps and it frees other people.
Okay, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt. Now, if someone right now, like if I want a copy of your book, how can I get it? Is it just Amazon, or can I reach out to you to get it, or how can I get your book in my hands?
You can reach out to me. I'm very personable. Reach out to me. If you have any questions about this interview, you can reach out to me. If you want to get the book, you can reach out to me, or you can also find it on Amazon. It's actually my second book. My first book is Don't Kill Your. No, sorry. My first book is How to Stay on the Journey Regardless of the Rage.
Ooh, who helps you?
And both of those books are. Huh?
I gotta ask, who helps you come up with these amazing titles?
It's me and the person that I work with, and because the words that God has given me, they're like in your face titles. They're in your. I'm a type of person that's in your face. I'm the type of person. You got your appetizer, you got your main course. People open you up and do that fluff stuff. I don't have the fluff. I go straight to the main course.
Straight in their face.
But I'm like a train you can see coming, but you can't stop it.
That's right. That's right. That's right. What has been the response of the book?
Awesome, 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 awesome. And again, they can get it on Amazon. You just put in Willette Hurst in the search, and it'll pop up both books. The response has been overwhelming because the first book was my first baby, and that's what freed me. When I first did that first one, it's only 24 pages. When I did that book, that was my baby. I felt the chains fall off of me. The low self-esteem, the doing stuff for everybody else's vision. Once you finally walk into what you're called to do, instead of letting people, and whatever you do, if you're supposed to do something, don't ask people around you if you should do it or not. Because let me tell you something. Your people that's been down for you for 30 years don't want to see you succeed. And people that have been seeing you sleep on an air mattress, been homeless, don't want to see you succeed. Even the people that's in your wedding party ain't happy that you getting married. So whatever you're supposed to do, if you got something in you, because everything that you need is in the house, then you need to give birth to it and don't ask people for that cosign and stuff and just run with it.
You know what? And I agree with you so wholeheartedly. The people standing beside you, you think they want to see you succeed, but a lot of times they're standing beside you to make sure you're still down.
That part.
So, yeah, man, I definitely agree with you. All right, so we got like 4 minutes left. Is there anything in closing you want to tell the people, or what do you want them to get from the book, or just some words of motivation for them?
What I want for people to get, that anybody hearing my voice, I pray that God gives you that during this time you have a new start, that you go back and pick up stuff that you put down, that you renew your mind and know that there's greatness in you, that no matter what you're going through, no matter what it looks like, no matter what it feels like, that 2020 is still perfect vision. If you get the book, let it marinate over the words. Let it minister to you. And it's reset time. It's time to reset. And when you went into this quarantine, that you went in one way, I want you to come out another way, because I believe in you. If you can hear my voice, I believe in you. I believe in the greatness in you. Look me up on Facebook. It's Willette M. Hurst. Look me up on Amazon the same way. just know that you got this because you were built for such a time as this.
All right, Minister Hurst, I definitely appreciate you coming on the show and dropping that information. And I'm definitely going to be contacting you off air about getting my hand on the book.
I'm honored, and thank you for letting me speak to your audience. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that's Miss Willette Hurst. Y'all definitely visit her on Facebook, Willette M. Hurst, or visit her on Amazon. Get y'all a copy of that book and do the knowledge. All right, it's your boy Vic XL. This is the Ridin Durty Show. Y'all stay safe, stay quarantined, and stay blessed. All right, I see y'all in a few with another episode of The Duel. Peace.
90 seconds. Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.